In this video, I'm going to show you how you can find the meme coins that you can keep no matter what the market is happening, when it goes up or down, and that you know that they will come back eventually a lot stronger to be as a part of your inheritance package for your grandchildren. Like this coin that I went in with the investors boardroom fund. We went in a little by little, and now we are at more than a 4x, probably around the 10x. And all this is going to be based on this checklist that I built with my own knowledge from data, and also from the people that I interviewed at some of the best in the space that made millions. By the way, welcome on Hands Up Finance, where we study what's happening on chain, because the blockchain is an open ledger, so we can see all the transactions, who made money, who lost money, for those smart money, and make even more money. But also we can know if the smart money is selling or they're keeping it. And that's what's going to help us to find the best meme coins that we can give back to our grandchildren as inheritance. So don't forget to put on your little matcha, and let's get to it. Quickly for our checklist, of course, we want to avoid FOMO. We want something that is long-term holding. So for example, Retardio here, that's what you have. It's a long-term holding. Retardio, no matter where you look at, since it started, yes, it went up, it went down, it went up, it went down, but it never died out. And we will see what are the other criteria. I mean, I understand, like, it can be really confusing if you try to find a coin here. And I used to do that, but I had to adapt my strategy because the market evolves. And now I am not looking into a coin that's going to go up for a day and then die out. Like this one, just a day old, I'm not going to go in it. Plus, this is a scam coin, actually, right away from the graph. So scam coins usually don't survive that long. This is really important what we see here. Since I adapted my strategy, I had a plus 450% on my whole portfolio. That's around $7,000 in just 1 week. Not many jobs you're going to find where you just scroll down on Twitter and you can make that much. So how are we going to find it? We are going to look for cultural impact as well. Something that can go broader than just internet, something that can even go into real life, something special and a unique factor. And after that, you want to have a meme quality. And that's something that is tough to analyze. Some people will be good at it, some people will not be good at it. Let me show you an example. I got asked the other day, what do I think of this meme coin? I'm not able to think anything of this coin. This look VC funded. I don't understand the meme. The meme doesn't bring me any kind of emotion, even if it's rejection, funniness, happiness, I don't know. And yes, it's going up. Yes, it's at a market cap of 700 million. But you know how many people I know posting memes about it in my timeline on Twitter? Zero. That's why, like, really go down into Twitter. Understand what are people talking about. Does it make sense? Try to make yourself into this community. And when I see this, the meme they have, okay, it's drawn, but I don't even know if it's AI or what it is, but I just don't get it. And the market can be pushed up. If you want animal coins, let's take Billy, for example. 171 million market cap. If we check the website, totally different style. I checked what is posted. This is a lot funnier to me. Like, okay, you can like or not the dog, but just zoom in on the picture and you will understand how it is. So that will be one of the first coin actually I will put in our portfolio to be sure to have something for the long term. By the way, this is not financial advice. I know some of you guys going to be like, but I listen to Handsome Finance and I don't understand why, like my coin went down. He's a stand-up comedian. I should have listened to him. Well, be sure of who you listen to first. When I check, for example, the top holders on Billy, I like to check what is their balance. Are they buying? Are they selling? For example, this guy, he owned like 3% of the supply. You know how many times he sold? 0. He kept buying. And when you control a lot of the supply, that's where you have power. Like this guy also, top holders. He's selling when it's going up and buying when it's down. He bought twice here. He went back in. So he knows how to time it, and then sold it here again. So probably he's looking for another buying entry coming up soon. That's typically the things I want to see. I want to see those kind of things. Like, look at that. Those guys, like 3,000 sold, 800 soul in their wallet. You want to have a chart and people that are going to be like this. And this one is not pushed by any venture capitalist. I don't think so. It went through some downs, went back up. You can just believe in the dog. But anyway, no one is going to be mad at you because you invested into a dog coin. To continue in our dynasty of animal, there's one that is interesting to me is Keir, the invisible cat. Why? Because it takes the opposite of everything else in the meme coins for animals. It's just an invisible cat. And the memes around it are gorgeous. It's a troll. And trolling the internet is what works. So that's why I think Keir is definitely one meme that I will look into. Definitely something that could be interesting to have in your portfolio for long term. Now, of course, that's one that you have to be a bit more careful about your risk-reward ratio. Let me show one actually that appears on my timeline, and that's how I discovered it. Those guys, they posted this. I see this rabbit going into the rocket. I thought, this is funny. And I was like, okay, I'm going to study it, see what's going on. I checked their website, and I like that. Already the mouse cursor is that rabbit running. I don't know if it's a rabbit or a dog. It doesn't really matter. The roadmap is just him running. They put him in all those kind of videos. They meme it like crazy. And when I check speed, well, it went up as a market cap at 41 million when it was the bull market of all the Solana and the meme coins. And you know it's hitting up now. And it's only at $3.4 million. So it started to go back up. Like it went down to the ashes and now start to gain traction again. I don't know how high it can go, but I know the team, they're doing a good work with the meme. I can see that. So that's for sure something I'm going to study, and I might get a position in it. I can see again, a lot of the holders are just buying. This guy is selling. Let's see what he's up to. Look at that. He sold when it was the top and he's buying at the bottom and bought at the bottom again. Now, I'm not a genius, but when I see some people that knows when to buy, knows when to sell, it can give me an indication. And I love that as well. Like some wallet, this guy owned 40K and the last time he used it was 70 days ago. This guy left the market. It doesn't even remember that he owned this coin. This wallet is dead. He's just holding it. He's just like, I'm not going to sell it. He's like, I keep those things and that's it. Portfolio. You get GigaChad, PopCat real fast. He's definitely building a massive portfolio of meme coins. And because he owns some GigaChad, I'm going to talk about another coin that is similar that went on my radar. Sigma, a coin with only 14 million, or actually already $14 million that was launched just 14 days ago, as you can see. Because remember, in our checklist, we want something that is long-term holding. We don't want something that is just coming and will be out again. And then, of course, we want the uniqueness of the factor, something where there is a meme quality, Twitter timeline. And actually, I have to say, before we used to go always check what's happening on the Telegram group, I do it a lot less. Why? Because most of the time, they're just yapping around. And it's not people who are actually doing, who are actually posting memes, who are actually creating. And this, you can see directly with their Twitter and what's going on. I mean, proof is in the pudding. I did a new speed before they posted under my Twitter. And I don't know, maybe I'm stupid, maybe it would not go up, but at least it's funny. Same, like Keir scaring away the bears. It doesn't make any sense, I agree. But you know as well that Dogecoin didn't make any sense. And you see how high it went. And look at that. The holders on Sigma is high. It's big. So for Sigma, if you don't know, like we have the beta male. That's the people who are not subscribed to Handsome Finance. Then we get the alpha male. That's the people who are subscribed to Handsome Finance. And the Sigma males. So that's the people who are subscribed and clicked on the notification bell. That's the comparison we could do. But it's basically a bunch of guys that look like me. This guy, he always try to look like me. I don't know why. This guy a little bit. And I'm pretty sure if I do that haircut, he would look like me as well. So they're kind of copycat of myself. And I don't know. But Sigma is an expression used by the younger generation. And that's why probably it will go up because the holders are not selling. That's about it. Like, I don't need to find a thesis that's going to be the best. Is the holders are not selling. Here we can see again, wow, this guy sell at the top and buy the bottom. That's crazy, right? I didn't even do a cut. I just clicked on one randomly. So that's the kind of coin we're looking at. So we can add up Sigma to our list. And this is something that can make the family proud. Like, that's why, like, all the other coins, like, I heard about, like, where were they? I don't know. Like, Landwolf. Why? Why would I invest in that? Like, Matt Fury again? Are we not bored of Matt Fury yet? I don't know. I mean, it's not because there was Pepe that we need to do all the coins about Matt Fury. This is not going to drive the internet. This is not going to be fun. Your grandma is not going to be proud of you. You show this to your grandma, what you going to say? This dog is cute. I want it. And you say, well, grandma, I can't buy it for you, but I can let you know that I own 1% of the supply. And I'm telling you, you're going to be the one who have the best seat at the next Christmas dinner. Let me go faster because I have a Muay Thai session starting soon. I'm actually wearing my pink shorts. If you don't trust me, look at that. Beautiful. I don't know why I did that. This is cringe. I know. So I'm going to go quickie, clicky. I'm going to keep clicking. And we're going to see silence. That is an interesting one. And we're going to see clicking. That is also a good meme. So silence is just like the guy who built that statue back then should be rewarded with pounds of gold. And it's just a meme on the internet where you would say always silence to everybody. Simple. Simple as that. I don't know if it's going to go up or not. I know that it's 44 days old. Went up, down, and went back up. That's what I know, and it is higher than it was before. It's at 1.3 million, which is quite cheap. It's not my favorite one, but I think it's an interesting one. Clicking is a meme about buying memes. It's like you keep being on the internet, you love clicking, you keep clicking. It's just because what we do, how we make this money, how I show that I made like almost 7K in 1 week, is just by clicking on the mouse, just buying memes. And that's why I think it's a compelling stories. And clicking is sitting at $1 million. Let's see quickly the top holders. How many sales do you see? You tell me. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. We have one guy here selling 9 days ago. That was his last transaction. And he sold at the first Pico top, but bought like really early. So that's normal. Take back your initials. Take back your initials. If you are balls deep in it, you can take back your initial once you made a 5x or even a 10x. But otherwise, you just do it before. Now that you have an idea about which coin you should put in your portfolio, maybe, of course, it's not financial advice. I mean, is this finance? It's memes. But maybe it's the future of finance. What I know for sure is now that you know what to buy, you should know how to buy it because you're probably going to go with the wrong tools. And if you go with the wrong tools, you are going to run into a lot of problems. And that's why I showed exactly the right tools to use in this video. I started to talk about it actually just now. So you're going to be able to know how to do it. And you have to remember one thing. It's not to charge your AirPods before you go out, but something more important than that. Stay handsome. Ciao.